everything's in place and make sure the topology is fine. Once that's all okay, we're going to work our way to the front and pretty much do the same process as we did on the back, except this time we have to look out for the shoulders and work it into the chest just so it's a bit bigger, so when we get to the topology of the chest it can all match up and there's not too many random looking polygons. So as you work along, we're just making the border of the chest and following that chest line, or where we would imagine it to be, and then working our way up and inwards, or down and inwards and around as we go in, just to get that feel of the center of the chest. Okay, now with our chest done, we're just going to use the brush tool once again just to smooth out the polys and try and get our flowing going. Working our way around the model, making sure everything's okay before we actually combine the final piece, which is the shoulder. Alright, so with the shoulder connected almost, we're just going to match up the vertices of the points using our move vertice tool. As we do that as well, we're adding subdivisions just to make sure all the points match up, because we don't want any vertices that don't match up to any edges and we get gaps in our model. So once again, carrying on that flow, making sure all the points look okay, and we're just going to smooth it off with the brush tool all over just to make sure all those polygons are all equal, all looking nice, and we haven't got any polygons that are missing or any edge flows that don't look like they should be there. So once again, I've just noticed here that I've got a bit that's missing, so I'm going to use my split select tool, just add a selection, then move the vertices together. Okay, and looking around the model just to make sure everything's okay. It looks fine from what I see, so what I'm going to do is add the inside of the eyelid. It doesn't really need to be done here, but just for detail's sake, we're going to add that in, so when it comes to putting in the eyeball, there's not any funny looking gaps on the model. Okay, last but not least, we're just going to follow the inside of the ear. Just going to follow that round, just with the contour of the ear, keep the edge flow going. Occasionally you'll find you need to move points. If you do need to move points, you can just right click with the tool selected on the actual vertex point that you've put down, and you can move it around if you need to. Well, here I think we're going to have two triangles just to finish it off, but they should be fine because once again, this is a point that isn't going to be moved too much. So once again, I'm just smoothing it around the model, just making sure that everything looks okay, that all my points are fine and that I'm not missing anything too much. It all looks okay to me, so I'm just going to save my project just in case there are any mistakes. And now I'm going to go to the retopo tool at the top and export my mesh as an OBJ, and just go back into Maya now, and we can see if our retopologized model looks okay. So here we are, we have our model with our retopologized mesh. I'm just going to mirror the geometry, set the movement points just to 0, and then merge it together as one object so we don't have this funny looking line down the middle of it. And here we are, we have our model. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.